All right, guys. So I got a joke for you guys this week. What do you call a fake noodle? Anybody? An imposter.
Bro, no one's laughing.
Cause
Wow,
like,
you got
cause
the
like
whole
imposter,
squad laughing.
cause like imposter, never mind.
Sean, don't give a heart to that bull.
Next. Stop giving up. Okay, anyways.
Ooh, tomato, tomato, tomato.
Turn to a robot. Turn to a robot. If he tried my deaf cousin on his head, we leave a knot.
The defending AFC champs Cincinnati Bengals will take on Los Angeles Rams. Who are you more confident in, the Bengals or the Rams, and how do you think the game will play out?
Personally, I'm gonna lean towards the Bengals and Joe Burrow. I understand this is Joe Burrow's full season playing, and I understand that a lot of people are trying to jump on the Joe Burrow train, Joe Sicey, Joe Burr, whatever you want to call him. I am one of those people that are on that train. I believe the hype. I said it all playoffs that I just thought the Bengals are. I just didn't think that their Cinderella story was over, and I think it's going to continue in the Super Bowl.
If Aaron Donald and Von Miller get pressure like I expect them to get, Floyd too, Bengals don't stand a chance. But Rams win comfortably. I don't think it'd be that close.
I think the Rams will win the Super Bowl, in my opinion. If they start slow against the Rams and they fall behind, like probably 14-0 or 10-0, Von Miller and Aaron Donald are going to be disruptive.
I think that the Bengals are well equipped to win this football game. I believe in Joe Burrow. However, there's a lot of history that does not go in the Bengals' direction. This season, the Bengals are 1-3 against FC teams. The Rams, however, are 3-1 against AFC teams. And TK alluded to it in his point. You know, the Bengals, they start slow, but they always find a way to pick it up in the second half. I don't think they can do that against this Rams team. Not when they're playing on their home field, for number one. And number two, Sean McVay is 45-1 all time when he has the lead at halftime. Matthew Stafford. This is the moment he's been waiting for. And he's already proven so many people wrong. He's already beaten Tom Brady, sent him off into retirement. All right. He's beaten his division rival, after 6 losses in a row. The Rams, I will say it once again, I have confidence in the desperate team because desperate teams make the most dangerous teams, and Rams are a very, very dangerous team.
Everything besides quarterbacks says the Rams should win. But my heart is telling me the Bengals are going to win because Joe Burrow is going to find a way to pull it out. But at the same time, my gut is telling me I think I'm going to go with the Rams. I just think the roster is too good. That defensive line versus the Bengals offensive line is just too big of a mismatch. I don't see how they can compete. I think Joe Burrow is going to get sacked multiple times. I don't think he's going to have a lot of time in the pocket. He's going to be rushed. He's going to be pressured. It's not going to be a fun day for him. It's going to be a long day for him. But I still think he'll find a way to ball out. I'm just not sure if it'll be enough to beat the Rams defense, the Rams receiving core, and Sean McVay.
Bengals, you guys had a good run, but the Rams are going to take this game.
And I just don't feel the Bengals are just too young and unexperienced. And Sean McVay, like PC said, has lost one game when he's led by halftime. Everything is just pointing for the Rams to win this game.
How I feel about it right now, I think it's like an underdog versus, the standard kind of story right now. And I'm all for an underdog story, so I will say the Bengals.
Yeah,
So
they're losing now.
let's get in.
Damn it, they're losing now.
The
I'm sorry,
Hermi
Bengals
curse.
fans.
Should the Nets be open to trade talks with the Sixers regarding James Harden with 3 days left in the trade deadline?
Let me tell you something right now. If Daryl Morey somehow pulls off this trade, speeds up this process of trying to get his guy to Philadelphia to play with Joel Embiid, then all the doubts about Daryl Morey have to be thrown out the window.
I'm just rolling my eyes at how much of a B word James Harden is. He's literally the most overrated superstar to have ever graced this planet Earth. And he should not be compared to all-time shooting guards like Kobe, Dwayne Wade, T-Mac, Allen Iverson, and the rest of those people, because this man has had everything. Damn, they almost beat the Bucks last year. If
Yeah.
Kevin Durant had smaller feet, they probably would win. They probably would win the East.
Yeah.
So you're telling me because he can't get carried to a ring, he wants out again? If he's as good as he says he is, him with Kevin Durant should be enough to win a championship. Why is every time when times get tough, this man wants out?
I just didn't know we had this many James Harden haters. If James Harden leaves the Nets, bro, you cannot be mad at him, bro.
I'm not gonna be mad at him.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear, bro. Like, because I'm just saying, it's because of what
TK,
you
bro.
said.
I'm just saying, like, if
What's
he
up?
leaves the Nets and goes to the Sixers, I don't want to hear no excuses. You have to
Oh
be
yeah,
in the
definitely.
finals.
100. Listen, and
I don't
Tolu,
want
Trey. Before I let you go, Tolu, regarding that, if he picks his own team and he doesn't win a championship or he chokes in the playoffs, I'm 100% on. I'm 100% agreeing with everything you guys said.
Oh man.
Ooh, you know what would be a good women's matchup? Sasha Banks versus who's that big girl? I forgot her name.
Is it Nia Jax?
No, not Nia Jax. It's like I
Huh?
forgot her name. It's like she's like 6 foot something. It's not Nia Jax.
Awesome Kong.
Oh no. Oh no, it wasn't her. Rita, right? Is her name Rita?
Lita.
Yeah. Her. Yeah. I want her to go up against Sasha. That'd be a good matchup.
David Culley should not have been fired. He outperformed expectations this year. But they chose to move on. Okay, I get it. Maybe he wasn't your future head coach. It was clear as day from day one. The Houston Texans wanted to hire Josh McCown as head coach. Despite him having zero experience, having never been a coach ever, he was just a player, they wanted to make him head coach of their football team. And they very likely would have, if not for the lawsuit that came out from Brian Flores. They knew after that, if they hired Josh McCown, a white guy with zero experience, they would have been ripped to threads. They would have had no chance of justifying that hire. So, what do? They hire a black guy for PR, most likely, and they are probably going to fire him in a year, just like they did David Culley. And what are they going to do? They're going to take their opportunity to then promote Josh McCown to head coach, which is who they wanted last year, who they wanted this year, but they knew they couldn't get away with it, so they're just going to keep wasting guys' time with 1-year contracts, 1-year deals, then firing them a year later, and eventually giving Josh McCown the job. It's a horrible process. I don't know what that franchise is doing. Something needs to happen with ownership. They need to be forced to sell the team or something. Something needs to change. That's a horrible situation.
That when Kendrick Nunn comes back, or hasn't even played this season, or when Kendrick Nunn makes his debut for the Lakers and he finally gets his playing time, I believe the Lakers season will turn around. We will go from the whatever with 7th, 8th, or 9th seed that we are now to Sean. I hate you so much, bro. to a top
Okay,
six, to a top six-ish team.
Please, stop, please.
I don't know, man. I got to give a hot take, so I guess that'll be my hot take.
Just
The
stop.
Lakers season are going to turn around.
you.
Lakers fans listening to this, our season is going to turn around when Kendrick Nunn. He is the antidote to the
cars.
secret sauce.
The cars. Okay.
What?
I love you too much. Like, stop lying to yourself like this, bro. Please.
Before I get my hot take started, I just gotta remind everybody that the Philadelphia Eagles picked Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. But let's move on.
Okay.
This man is obsessed, bro.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to all understand that Jalen Reagor had more touchdowns this season than Rashad Bateman. Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon will be taking on the LA Rams, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and Aaron Donald Catch that game at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NBC.
A team that gives Aaron Rodgers best chance to win. I mean, Hermi, how can you ask this question with a straight face, knowing who Aaron Rodgers is? Any team he's on does not have a good chance to win. Let me tell you why. He won't show up when it matters. He's not. He's not going to show up.